run it through a strainer.
How are we gonna explain this?
All right, if you are looking for some amazing, delicious appetizers, you have come to the right place. Whether it is for the big game day that's right around the corner, or just in general, these appetizers are going to be so easy, but so delicious and blow you and your guest away. I'm so excited about them. I know my bunkie is excited, so let's get cooking. Now, for this first one, there is nothing I love more whenever I'm feeding a crowd than putting something in a crock pot, because that just makes my life really easy. I can just add everything, set it and forget it, and when everyone gets here, it's ready to go. So we're gonna make a really delicious dip of sorts, but it's gonna have more filling than just like your normal dip. I'm gonna lightly spray so nothing sticks in here. And then we're gonna add 1 bag of frozen corn. I would say most, if not all, dips have, you know, some cream cheese in there.
Yeah. When I see this corn and cream cheese going together, I'm excited.
Yeah, already. Okay, 1 block, if I can get it out of here. We're just gonna do it in sections.
In clumps?
In clumps. Okay, 1 block of cream cheese going in. Okay, I've got 1 can of this Goya black beans, and I'm just going to rinse and drain these.
Don't you just love
I love when I don't have to use a can opener.
top can?
I know I tell y'all this every single time we make anything with like beans. I love black beans. I love kidney beans. I just love them.
You're a bean loving girl. Like,
they're so good. Okay, so I've got now 1 can of drained and rinsed black beans going in. Okay, I've got 1 packet of taco seasoning. We're gonna sprinkle that right on top.
Is the cheat code,
That's
folks.
right. And then,
you know, I just said that one thing was the cheat code, but really, I feel like every single thing that's in this recipe is the cheat code to my heart.
this is a recipe that you love. Like, it is your flavor combo.
Yeah, like give me some taco, give me some green chilies, corn, beans, and cheese of multiple varieties.
See, I feel like the green chilies give it like such good flavor. I love that little like kick in there. Okay, I have just a small can of green chilies going in. Whatever is your favorite salsa, you don't need a lot. I would say like half a cup to a cup of salsa. You don't have to pull I could not say that. You do not have to pour in the entire jar. You just need a little bit in there.
Yeah, I'd go with about half of that jar.
Let's see if I can open it. I got it. So we're gonna say, yeah, like half this jar. I think that's probably good, right? Now we're gonna add more cheese to this, of course. I would say for this, if you're gonna do like a bag cheese, get the kind that's like the taco, because this already has the seasoning on there, so it's just giving you more flavor. If you also wanna do like freshly grated pepper jack, delicious. That would also be so good and give you kind of like more of a little spicy kick if you like it spicier. Next one in here, we're gonna add a little bit of chili powder. Gosh, is this not gonna be so good?
You're speaking to me hardcore right now.
A little pinch of salt and some black pepper, that's it. So this is going to cook on low for just like 2 to 3 hours, and then it'll be ready to serve. I'm so excited. We have the best recipes coming for y'all today. Like, we are gonna do the most epic chili bar next. We're gonna get started on our chili. We also have a delicious, I wish I would eat it, but Bunky is gonna eat every last drop.
I mean, as excited as I am
I won't tell you what it is yet.
Yeah, but as excited as I am for this one, I am like equally as excited for that one.
That one's gonna be so good. So we're gonna make all of the yummy food today.
Everything that we're cooking is like, it's cooked in a different method.
Yes.
So like you can actually have this crock pot going, and then the oven
the
going.
chili on the stove top, and then we'll bake our other recipes.
Yeah.
So it's like we're utilizing everything so that it all comes together at the same time.
If we wanted to get wild, we would go fire up the grill.
I could.
We could go
Make
fire.
some Mississippi cheeseburgers, yes, please.
Oh my gosh, no.
Now, for this chili recipe, I love a good chili because you kind of just add everything to your pot and then let it simmer away. It's not very time consuming as far as like your work. It just takes a little bit for all those flavors to kind of marry together. But while it's on the stove, you can be doing other things if you're hosting a party. So I just think chili is like the perfect appetizer, and it's not even appetizer. Like, you're giving your guests something hearty and delicious, or just perfect for a cozy winter day, because if you cannot tell, it is cold, dreary, and raining outside today. So Bunky and I were so excited this morning whenever it was raining, because we had already planned to make the chili today, and we're like, it's the perfect day for a warm, cozy pot of chili.
Question for you, Bunky.
Tell me.
Did you eat a lot of chili growing up?
No.
Did you have chili regularly?
I feel like Mama probably made chili regularly, but I feel like in my household, I don't remember my mom making it that often.
Yeah.
Did y'all?
For me, it's like, it was one of those things I feel like we had on a pretty steady rotation. Like, it was like once, I mean, and it might have been more in the wintertime that we were having it.
Yeah.
But because like my mom used to always make it, I think it was in a crock pot. But like, cause you know, she could put it on before work and all that. And then like we would get home, I'd get home from school and then I'd be like checking on it after school.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
See, I've been cooking my whole life, people.
Yes.
Funny story, actually, going off on this whole tangent. I don't even know, I can't even remember the first thing that I was gonna say to you a second ago. My mom always picks on me because when I was growing up, like my brother, especially in the summertime, he would just not, like he would just wait to eat. He would not fix his own food because he knew if he waited long enough that I would start making something to eat, and then I would just make something for both of us.
You never told me this.
Yeah, he was
He's a schemer.
He was a schemer.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, but what I was gonna say is the beautiful thing about chili.
I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I can so see him being that way.
Yeah.
That is so funny. Okay,
I mean,
ahead.
he's nice and all, but
He's the sweetest, but I can so see him doing that.
yeah, he's funny. Another funny thing about my brother and I is that he was blonde-haired and blue-eyed, and I'm over here with like brown eyes and black hair.
Yeah.
Funny.
They don't look anything alike.
No.
It's hilarious.
Well, we're similarly structured, but different in that.
I'm gonna have to find a picture of Paul and show them.
I feel like one of the most beautiful things about chili is that it's so versatile.
Yes.
Like, you can serve it as an appetizer type of thing. You can use it as just a topping onto other things that you might enjoy. Or it can serve as just the whole entire meal in itself, especially when you got those beans in there.
That's right.
Because that's bringing
all the heartiness.
That's bringing that extra.
All the protein.
All the heartiness, yeah, all the protein that the great debate over chili.
Yeah, Bunky told me this morning that people in Texas don't put beans in their chili.
Apparently.
And I'm like, what? I don't even know another way. I have to have beans in my chili. Okay, I saw something the other day about cutting an onion, and now I want to remember so I can do it for y'all, because I was like, oh, that's so interesting.
If you need a professional though, just bring me in.
Bunky, it was better than the way that you do it. So, okay, you take your onion, and you find your root, and then you just cut it in half, okay? Oh, because this is what it said. So where your root is, that is where the tears of the onion lie, which is like what makes us cry whenever we cut an onion. So you cut it in half and leave it tears side down. And this other little side that has like the other tip, you can kind of just like cut that off.
Treating this onion. Mistreating this onion.
No, I learned this from Trish.
Oh, your friend Trish?
If y'all watch Keep Your Daydream, you probably saw her share this. With your onion, you know how we used to, like old school, you would do it like here and here and then chop? Well, there's already the rings of the onion, so you don't ever have to go through the center. So then you just do your lines this way. Okay? But you don't have to go through the center. You can literally just go like this, and they're still perfectly chopped.
That's true.
Yes.
Wow, this is so funny. Like the last video that we made when I cut that onion up, I still did like the horizontal slice.
I was editing that video, and I watched it, and the next day I saw Trish do this, and I was laughing because I was like, oh yeah, Bunky just did that yesterday.
Yeah. Now with that though, you want to know what you do with that?
Well, then you turn it.
Yes, you do. Yep. Gosh, you're ahead of me.
I'm telling you, I really learned a lot. But then you like leave this whole little root side. So then all you're left with are the tears that you throw away. Now that is looking
oh my gosh,
absolutely delicious.
I mean, when you got cheese pulls going in the crock pot, you got something special on your hands,
so
folks.
Good. So over here we have our big soup pot. Bunky put some olive oil in the bottom, and then we're gonna have this like on a medium heat and go ahead and saute our onion and our garlic. just tell you, I may not love onions, but the smell of them cooking, especially with garlic, is one of the greatest like smells coming from a kitchen. And I already know lots of y'all are gonna ask, Jess, are you actually gonna even eat this chili with onions in it? I am really trying to get better about still making things with onions. Like, you can't make chili without onions, you know?
Correct.
It just doesn't really work that way. So I'm trying to be better about making things, incorporating them, and just picking around them. And one more thing, the recipe that I'm gonna link for y'all for this chili is a recipe to feed a crowd. So it's a great recipe if you are hosting a party, but since it's just me and Bunky tonight, we are just halving this recipe. So we're just letting these cook down and kind of sweat out until they're nice and tender, and then we're gonna add in our ground beef and cook that all the way through as well. So now that we have our ground beef cooked all the way through, the only thing we have left to do on this chili is add in our beans, our seasoning and spices, and then our tomato sauce. I'm gonna add pinto beans, kidney beans, and black beans to our chili because I'm a bean loving girl.
3-bean chili.
I'm gonna name it that. That's a really good way to describe it. And I do want to say thank you so much to Goya for sponsoring this portion of today's video. We love Goya beans. We buy them all the time. They are packed full of protein. They are good for you. Perfect to add into like any soup or chili recipe. Warm and cozy this winter season. They're absolutely delicious. I can't quit eating them. These are the kidney beans. We've got the pintos as well, and then also our black beans. So I have all of our seasonings here, and you know, usual suspects. We've got chili powder, paprika, cumin, thyme, all the good things. I'll leave this recipe down below with all of the different seasonings in there. Let's go ahead and give that a little toss. Now that smells amazing.
Yeah, we went from like the beautiful perfume of the onions to beef. Now it's seasoned up.
Okay, so add in my kidney beans, pintos, and our black beans.
That's the combo right there.
I'm gonna season this with just a little bit of salt and pepper. Okay, I'm gonna stir this again. Bonky. I just want to eat it like this.
Oh, that looks fantastic.
That looks so good. I gotta have a little bite. I'm sorry.
You're going straight into it.
Yeah, I gotta taste it. Oh, that's so good. We've got tomato sauce going in.
15-ounce can of the old crushed tomato.
Perfect. Now we are gonna add beef broth to our chili, but if you wanted to add in like a stout beer, like a Guinness or something that's just like a little bit more of a hearty beer, that would also be really, really good in there and give it some like depth and flavor. Since we're gonna use the beef broth, I am gonna add in a couple dashes of Worcestershire to really add in like that hearty, meaty flavor, you know? That's gonna be good.
Oh yeah.
Does that not look amazing?
Absolutely.
Okay, let me get my Worcestershire, hang on.
Can I just stir it though?
Yeah, stir it.
I just can't help myself.
Okay, couple dashes. That's gonna be some good flavor. That is it for our chili. I'm gonna turn the heat up and kind of bring this to like a boil slash simmer, and then I will reduce the heat and just let this cook for about an hour on the stovetop, and it'll reduce a little bit, and then our chili will be ready to go. We love using Goya products. They're so versatile, they're delicious. You can use them in a variety of dishes. They kind of just amp up any dish that you're gonna make, especially the beans. We love them so much. If you haven't tried them, you need to add them to your next soup or stew or chili. And something that I love is on the back of each can of Goya beans, they give you great recipe inspo. And let me just say, they all look so good. I want to make like all of the Goya recipes. So I will have a link down below in my description box for you to shop Goya. Add them to any of your recipes. They're gonna elevate them, take them to the next level. They're so yummy and y'all are gonna love them. You wanna taste test recipe number 1?
I'm actually proud of myself for refraining as long as I have. But what we do gotta do is get the
green onion.
We gotta get the green onion.
So good. That looks so good.
It's taken a lot of restraint on my end to not. Okay, I'm lying. I did taste it.
No, you did not.
I did. When I stirred it one time, it was the tiniest.
That is
little
hilarious.
bit.
I didn't even know.
It was the tiniest little bit. I couldn't.
Was it good?
It's very good. I didn't get like everything all, like I'm looking forward to
a whole bite.
Full scoop. I have chip in hand already. I come prepared over here.
Wow, that looks so delicious. What do you say?
When it comes to dips, that one is way up there.
Really?
I love it.
What do you love about it?
I love it. The beans, it's warm. It's like just the right consistency of cheesy, but not, you don't feel like you're eating just cheese.
Right, it doesn't feel like just like cream cheese.
No, not at all. The green onion is like the perfect little, like we said,
like freshness.
Power punch of freshness, like punch of freshness. That's what it is too.
The taco seasoning.
That taco seasoning packet is like,
yes.
Like, I think we said it when we were making it, like this was the secret.
Yeah.
The secret ingredient to making this fantastic. But like warm corn.
The warm corn,
with
yes.
the beans. This is so good. This to me is almost gonna be like what's setting the bar.
Oh wow. Wow. You love it that much.
I really do.
Super easy, perfect little game day appetizer.
But when we do get into that, this next recipe that we're about to make,
y'all don't even know the excitement level.
I might lose it over that one.
Daisy May, would you like to say hello to everybody? We saw you jump up there. She wasn't feeling good this morning, so I just kind of like sat with her and held her this morning. But I think she's feeling a lot better now. Okay, handsome. Bunky's gonna cook this one because this is like, you know, you go ahead and tell them.
This one is right up my alley. It has, come to think of it, 3 of my favorite things.
And there's only 3 ingredients.
That's right. We got another onion. It's like a special day, onions all around. But we have a large sweet onion here. And then we're gonna have one of my favorite cheese varieties, the Swiss, and a little mayo.
And y'all, we're gonna mix this, bake it, and it's just gonna be a cheesy onion dip.
Oh, I mean,
and wait till you see what you're gonna eat this on.
Yeah, it basically kind of it is reminding me of basically like a French onion soup type of thing, but not quite. But like very, very, very similar.
Love it. Okay.
And the vessel that we're going to be scooping it out with,
y'all.
I love things that I can eat with like, I love scoopy food.
Yeah.
Like I be scooping my cereal with a spoon. Scooping my cheese dips.
Your ice cream?
Scooping my ice cream. Yeah, well, no.
Oh,
it's gonna be, well, sort of. It's gonna be more so in, like thin slices.
Ooh, okay.
Like I'm gonna cut it in half like you did, but I'm just gonna, it's just gonna be slices.
I don't know that I've ever discussed this with y'all. Let me put this backwards. I can't figure out what I'm doing. I learned a trick with the cheese grater. If yours gets clogged, like a lot of cheese gets stuck in there, it's because you're applying too much pressure here. If you just barely, gently push down, your cheese will not get clogged in here.
Let the cheese grater do the work for you.
Let the cheese grater do the work for you. See how beautiful?
Let it work at its own pace, you know?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I know.
That is like...
We don't eat Swiss very often. Well, I don't eat Swiss, but you love it.
I'm about to. Y'all, this is going to be...
insane.
Absolutely fantastic.
Interesting.
Okay. I know, it worked out perfectly, right?
Yeah.
30-ounce jar of the mayonnaise, and it's halfway full. Therefore, we have 2 cups.
Wow.
2 cups.
Impressive, Bunky. I said, Bunky, do you have your measuring cup? He's like, I don't need one.
Bunky, since when do we use measuring cups
I
anyway?
know.
We're always eyeballing stuff and everything. Although, a couple of years ago, you were giving me a hard time about not knowing how much
exactly
measuring increments
when
of stuff
I
was.
am cooking, I don't measure. When you are cooking, we need the measuring cup.
I do have a little bit of a hard time with like the 3rd cup.
You do. If y'all remember, tell us in the comments. I know some of y'all have been here for a long time and you remember the debacle of Bunky literally saying that like a 1/4 of a cup was a whole cup. And I was like, no.
Was that what it was?
Yes.
Yeah, I was coming up short on the whole cup. I'm going to...
Look at all that cheese.
I know. Isn't that beautiful?
It's beautiful.
14 beautiful ounces of freshly shredded Swiss. I'm actually going to save like that just to kind of sprinkle on top.
Ooh, I
Although
like
it's
it.
probably not necessary.
I like it.
And then I just sliced up that onion.
Wow.
Ever so lovely. Get all those little pieces. What I'm hoping is that I did slice like a lot of this pretty thin. I mean, it's a little bit of both, but like I think what we want to do is slice it a little bit thin so that it kind of, we don't want it to just disappear on us.
Right.
Like, you don't want to be biting into chunks of onion. Don't judge here, folks. It is okay.
You know, it's game day. Everyone's just like chowing down.
Yeah, and we've all been really good about our New Year's resolutions for the past like 6 weeks.
Yeah.
You know? Might as
so
well
enjoy your game day treats.
save up all your cheat days for today. You know what I mean?
Yes. Okay.
Hit us with all the black pepper
Recipe says to use a lot of freshly cracked black pepper.
until your wrist hurts, basically.
Oh wait, that's a pretty good amount. Do you?
No, you need to do like one more of those whole sessions.
Oh my goodness. Oh, we're gonna put some on top. So we're gonna add a little bit of garlic powder.
Now, there is one more secret ingredient that I considered here. This came to me after I made the French onion soup reference.
Okay.
A little bit of the wash your sister sauce.
I think you should.
Just a couple dashes of Worcestershire.
I think you should, Bunky. Love it.
Well, I got a little mayonnaise on my fingers. So
I'll do
you
it,
can
I'll
get
do it,
for
I'll do
me. Now, I'm not talking a lot. Like, I'm
Yeah,
talking
just a
like,
dash.
maybe like,
Literally, we're gonna go gulp, 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 gulp. That's good?
yeah, I think so. Yep, there you go. That was exactly what we needed. Holy smokes.
Wow. Like, I wish I loved onions because I want to eat this. I was just
literally smiling at the bowl.
No, I literally was about to say, you have not stopped grinning since we started making this.
Gosh, Swiss cheese, all these onions. We are not greasing this, you know why?
Because you don't need
Because
it.
you don't need to. Turning this out like some dough, people. Now that turned out perfectly because now all my little bits of the dry Swiss that I didn't quite get mixed in are still right there on top, which is beautiful. And this is one that I'm thinking I don't want to leave like a bunch of air pocket. Like you do want it, I think, to be pressed in.
Okay.
Hold on there.
Okay.
Hold on, Bunny. We got
okay.
We got to get to the edges because what will
I love when you call me Bunny. I loved it.
I'm a little nervous for any of these pieces of onion that are like popping up because I'm like, what are y'all gonna do?
They're gonna get charred and be good.
Yeah, a little blackened onion maybe.
Yeah. Okay, a little bit more black pepper. Do you want a little more garlic or no?
Nah, that should be fine.
More cheese.
There's the protection of the onions that are still floating about that we had.
Okay, now this is gonna go in the oven at 350 for 45 minutes.
Have fun.
You set a timer. I'm gonna get a peek at this chili. Wow, y'all.
You gotta get the rest of our chili toppings
Yes.
ready.
So we're gonna do like a little chili bar. That way, you know, if you're having guests over, everyone can kind of customize what they want on their chili because I feel like everyone likes a little something different. All right, now I want to know if we are missing something that you would have put out as an option to top your chili, or as Bunky just said, your toptions.
Toptions.
Your toptions for your chili.
Toptions are good.
Yes, so obviously this is B's doing. He wanted a Fresno chili as well as some jalapeno. We have regular, like diced onion, scallions. You gotta have some corn chips, and I got the scoop kind because I want to like scoop and eat my chili with these, literally. That has sour cream on it, so I'll eat it now. We've got sour cream, of course, always a must on chili, and then lots of sharp cheddar cheese. I personally am a sour cream and cheese kind of gal. Bunky, oh, and of course the corn chips. Bunky will put all of this on his. He wants everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that probably every single thing on that tray is going in my chili.
But we want to know from y'all, like, what is your go-to? So please tell us. I always love trying new chili recipes too. Like, I don't feel like I have one that's just like mine that I always make.
True.
I think I'm always switching it up. So I want to know which one y'all love. This is going to be so good, and we've been waiting all day to eat this, so I cannot wait. And we're actually taking some to my sister tonight so that they can have chili for dinner since it's so cold and rainy out today. Bunky, this is gonna be spicy.
We haven't sampled these yet, so we don't know how hot or not hot these are yet. That's funny.
Does that mean our other dish is done?
Yes.
Okay. Wow. Bunky, that is a very beautiful bowl of chili if I've ever seen one.
You talk about satisfying.
That looks so good.
There may actually be tears shed after this. Are you ready?
Yes, show me.
The cauldron of oniony cheese delight.
Wow.
Now
You are joking, Bunky.
I will say
She said to get like a paper towel.
she did. She absorbed
A bunch
a
of
little
that.
bit of that with a
grease.
paper towel.
Yeah.
And I was thinking, no need to do that.
No, we need to.
Definitely need to do that.
Yeah, so we're gonna absorb some of that extra grease. That is insane. Okay, let's get some of this grease off of here. And I just have to say, that smells amazing.
Oh, it smells so good.
Okay, so Bunky just like turned this a little bit, and I got a spoon and just kind of dumped out as much grease as we could. You know, you don't want this to be too greasy, but
You can't have too much fun.
no. Now, as our method of eating this, I say we're going full on pretzel bites. Tell me that little combination is not gonna be insane.
No other means that I think is appropriate to consume the onion cheese cauldron of joy than with a pretzel bite.
I agree.
Soft
I do
pretzel
think
bite.
a like wavy original salty chip would be good.
I
But
would
the-
take that into consideration.
But the pretzel bite delicious. Okay, which one are you sampling first? Chili or the? You gotta
well,
go in.
I'm afraid that this is actually going to be so hot still.
Yeah, let's do
but
the chili and then we'll do that. Sweet tea.
I think I might need a little, something to cool me off over here
Yeah.
after some of these.
I forgot to tell y'all, I tried our dip earlier, the corn black bean. It was amazing, like Bunky said.
Oh my gosh. What's great is that we're finally at the culmination of all of our hard work. Let's go with the little red, the red pepper version first. Oh my gosh. Oh.
Is it very spicy?
No, I'm just sitting here thinking about the chili. That might be one of the best that we've ever made.
Really?
For real.
Wow. I think because we let it simmer in the pot all day. Like sometimes we do it in the crock pot, but this was like such a good, just like low and slow simmer, Mary.
The beans and then the onions that we put in there first have like softened a little bit. They're like the perfect texture at this point.
Okay.
All the little toppings that you choose individually yourself. Fantastic. I gotta say, I like with the jalapeno better.
Even
I like
jalapeno?
my jalapeno bites better.
I knew you would. I have a little Daisy girl who is just really wanting some cheese. There you go, ma'am.
Oh my gosh, Bunk.
Oh my gosh.
Look at this. This is a hot mess right here.
A hot mess in a good way.
A hot mess of joy. Those are kind of tears of joy.
Really?
But also tears of hotness.
Oh, okay.
But those onions, it is imperative that you get a sweet onion.
Oh, yeah.
Because they, just like I thought, it's like your French onion soup.
Ooh. They like cook down to like be very tender.
Oh, they're so, like, they're so soft, the, like, perfect texture. They have just the the right amount of resistance when you bite through.
So like 45 minutes is like you need to let it cook the whole time.
Yeah, definitely. Like 45 minutes is the way to go.
I feel like we could do even a little less mayonnaise and it still would have been just fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would take this though.
Run it through a strainer.
Okay, listen. How are we going to explain this?
It's fine.
But okay.
Listen, sometimes recipes are amazing and sometimes we want to tweak them. This is one that is a little greasy, but the insides of it is amazing.
Oh no, like it's fantastic. What I was going to say is like you probably should not serve this like in the thing that you cooked it in.
Yeah.
Like you need to like
scoop out.
Move it into a different bowl.
Yeah.
Because we tilted and removed, unless you know what would probably, here's what I'm thinking now.
Okay.
As we're going through this with everybody, okay?
Okay.
If you let this cool down just a little bit, because you do want it to be served hot, you know? Like
right.
This is gonna set up and it's gonna firm up a little bit because it is Swiss cheese. If you just let it hang out for a minute before you do the whole like oil removal.
I think that it won't be so oily because it'll all set up.
All I know is that I got a spoonful of cheesy onion stuff and a soft pretzel in my hand. And like,
why am I laughing so hard?
I don't know. But that was good.
Okay. Monkey, I can't tell if you're being serious. Like, what? Do you want to make this again and eat it or no? Yes, minus the oil.
I like the contents of the container here.
Listen, we're gonna find a better way to make it without mayonnaise. Cause I think if you just like do some olive oil, like it's still gonna, I don't know, I'm gonna figure out a way to make this.
How can you make it without mayonnaise though? Let's see, I think if you take this and like, I mean, but like for real y'all though, like look at, I mean, y'all are probably like grossed out right now, but like the edge, this edge, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
This edge right here.
Okay, recipe 10 out of 10.
My mouth is burning.
Oil, but you keep going. Oil level.
Oh!
Woo!
Also, I do feel like the Worcestershire was a nice addition.
Yeah. Okay,
And the
so
garlic powder.
flavor 10 out of 10.
That is delicious.
Process, we're gonna tweak.
Process, maybe add some flour.
Something. Oh, that's a good idea, maybe.
And you're like making a...
What if you coated the onions in flour before you put them in there? Y'all, the chili is so delicious.
I feel like I have already experienced the big game before the big game.
Agreed.
But it's always nice to do a little taste testing beforehand, you know what I mean?
This is true, so we can know exactly.
Yeah. Also, you want to know what else why?
What?
This is so funny, okay?
Okay.
I just realized that you are taking a big risk in life if you make a recipe that you have never tested out before.
Day of.
Day of.
Yes.
Exactly.
To feed other people.
Right. Like
But the recipe was so good.
Like you better be ready to have an excuse,
a backup,
or an explanation, or something.
Yes.
If it don't turn out. Now I will say that once we got the rest of the once we did a little bit more siphoning, it really much.
Bunky got out like even more grease and like it's so good.
Oh my god!
I mean, I didn't taste it, but he loves it.
Those edges around there, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all know I love a good cheese skirt, and by gosh, if that is not the cheese skirt of cheese skirts going on.
We had so much fun hanging out with y'all in the kitchen today. I hope you had fun. I hope you got some recipe inspo. Y'all know we love appetizers.
Appetizers is the way to go.
Appetizers,
like appetizers for dinner. People say breakfast for dinner.
No, appetizers for dinner.
Appetizers for
sure.
dinner.
So I will have all of these recipes linked down below for you. I'll also link other appetizer videos that we've made in the past so that you have all of the inspo you could want or dream of. Also, do not forget to check out Goya down below as well. We love you guys so much. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Give this one a thumbs up and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, y'all.
And you know what I learned? I did actually see something the other day too. There was a post made by a very well-known Texan, and they said that there is no need for the great debate over chili having beans or no beans because everybody can make their chili the way that they want to.
That's true.
Some people put chili over top of spaghetti noodles and put cheese on top of it.
That's true.
We're looking at you, Ohio. Some people put beans in their chili. Some people put corn in their chili.
Yeah.
Now,
I usually put corn in my chili.
We do, and I feel like when we go that route, like we're going more towards like a taco chili at that point. But I like corn in my chili.
We're not gonna do this today, but I like it.
This is actually, I mean, I don't mean to keep. I hope I'm not rambling everybody, but they're just funny stories. It's so coincidental that we're making this chili because, like, in my, so I have this, group chat with all my old buddies. And one of them was making chili, this is probably a couple weeks ago at least, and they were making, I think that he was on the no beans.
Oh,
He's
okay.
team no beans.
Who was this? JT?
No, it was Matt.
Okay.
Somebody in there was poking fun at him because they were saying like, all you're doing is making hot dog chili. If you don't got any beans in your chili, what are you doing?
That's true.
So it was funny. Anyway.